They're snapshots from an important part of Alex Cubs's life. Some are framed, others he carries with him. At age 20, they tell the story of this Oak Creek native's life in the military.
It's just something that I kind of wanted to do to kickstart my life, I guess, instead of just jumping into college and, you know, working at McDonald's and being a poor college kid.
Influenced by his grandfather's service, Alex enlisted right out of high school as an active Army combat medic.
There was definitely a change in looks as well as his demeanor.
Some kids, 2, 3, 4 years after high school, will be living in their mom and dad's basement. He's not one of those kids. He's a kid who you could tell wanted to make an impact or wanted to have a serious purpose.
It's matured him. I always say that I gave the Army a really good kid and they've given me back a really good man.
After a year and a half of service, Alex was deployed to Afghanistan last March. It was here the harsh realities of war set in. Several of his friends were injured in combat.
This is my friend Stokes. He stepped on an IED early in the deployment and lost his legs. So right now he's in San Antonio recovering.
And still others were killed.
In the middle, this is my buddy DeMarsco. He was killed maybe a month or two ago. It was about a week and a half before I was shot. He was killed by an IED. But this is one of my, yeah, he's an infantry guy. This is one of my favorite pictures.
It was heartbreaking when I would hear about his friends losing legs or losing their lives, I cried. I cried with him.
Then on the morning of August 27th, while on patrol, Alex became a casualty of war himself.
I saw the bullets like hit the wall and pass me, and then I felt one hit me. I probably got hit by like the 3rd or 4th bullet fired. And I just kind of stumbled forward to the ground and then crawled out of the way.
His buddies were there to help him.
I was picked up by 4 of my guys and carried probably about 300 meters, 200 meters back to the strikers. I was laying there like, and one of the guys looked at me and he's like, hey, come on, Doc, why'd you get shot? He's like, you don't get shot. What are you doing on this litter? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm here.
Alex was shot in the lower back, the bullet bouncing off his pelvis and tearing his colon.
I woke up from surgery and asked if I could go back to, back out with my guys, like when I recover. I was like, are they gonna make me go home? They're like, yep. And I was like, no, I don't wanna go.
Alex then had to make one of the most difficult calls of his life, a call no mother ever wants to get.
And he said, Mom, don't freak out. And I said, what? Mom, don't freak out. What? Mom, just promise me you won't freak out. I said, what's wrong? Are you okay? He said, well, I got shot. And then I freaked out.
Alex was lucky. The bullet missed all of his vital organs. He was back in the U.S. within a matter of days, though at first it was not much of a homecoming when he returned to Fort Lewis, Washington.
When my guys get back, they're gonna have this like huge thing for like coming back from Afghanistan. When I got shot and got medevaced, I got back to the States and some guy I don't even know was like, hey, welcome home. I'm like, thanks. Who are you?
It was a much different story a week later when he finally landed in Milwaukee. Alex arrived to family, friends, and the Brew City-based 484th Army Band. He was only home a month before putting the uniform back on, ready to rejoin his unit. Despite being shot, his family has never second-guessed his choice to join or continue in the military.
We should be as proud as we can be of our United States servicemen and women.
Horrible pride, yes, if that's a word for it.
I don't regret anything. I don't regret joining the Army. I don't regret going there to Afghanistan. I don't regret anything.
Alex is already back at Fort Lewis, just outside of Tacoma, Washington. He's now part of a rear detachment waiting for his unit to finish their tour in Afghanistan. Alex still has 2 years left on his first contract, and at this point, he's not sure if he'll re-enlist or return to civilian life. For Heroes Come Home and Fox 6 News, I'm Chip Brewster.